Hey, how's it going? We are back in Genshin. We've finished the Mondstadt zone of 6.5, and our goal today is hopefully we can get it all done in one stream, but we'll see. We're gonna grind out the Temple of Space with our new pool, Linnea, and we don't have an energy, so we can't really improve her today. But that is the goal. So yeah, let's get to it. Trying to figure out where we did a little bit here, but not much. What's our quest? Look for clues to liberate the paper people. Oh yeah, I guess we did kind of go over here, didn't we? I guess we'll work on this quest. Or this zone. Alright.
Feeling lucky? So, Louie, like it or lump
Geo's kind of slow, huh, without Zabai. Feels like.
so shiny.
Alright. Grab that. I don't think we have another waypoint, do we? Nope. We were up here before. But alright. Keep on keeping on. Oh yeah, we met the some pages that were like stuck in a oh, I guess we did that in a different stream because it wasn't a Genshin. We were trying to avoid trigger quests, but like we would be up here and still somehow trigger the thing over here. But yeah, apparently there's things stuck in here that for punishment got stuck between the pages of the book. Um, look for clues. Is this a clue? Within the Temple of Space, you can occasionally find restoration cores. By reverse engineering these cores, decks can unfold and restore space. So I guess we could open the book. Wait. Wait, what if we do the right? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, there were two people in there. The paper people have become solid people, although the guy in the middle looks sus. I can only say, this feels so good. When was the last time I had a good stretch? So how did you guys get turned into paper in the first place? Oki Kuni got so fired up reading the Liyue novels that he wanted to dive in and join the adventure. He wanted to see if he had the strength of an entry-level centurion, so he got turned into a paper person. Alright, we've been swapping fun stories ever since we were selected to come here. Guess our earthly instincts never really left us, though, because we fell back into the habit of writing novels. Though the relentless torment and tempering with the apathic interval sought to erode our will and desire, it somehow aligned with the ancient art of severing the three deadly selves. But even if that tiny creative spark fades, a single good idea will suffice to bring it back to life. Indeed, the interval has stripped away my faith in Phobos, but I still get the urge to write every once in a while. Why does this guy kind of like remind me of the Honkai Star Rail, like Greek planet? Then, of course, we got punished by the guards. It's not hard to see why. Anyone who lays eyes on what Okikoni wrote can't help but exclaim, "What's this weird stuff you're writing? Oh no, is he into fan fiction?" But you know what? It's got a kick to it. Hey, Carthy, what's up? Which NPC? The one with the mask? Mind you, it helps that the original work by those who came after Liyue was excellent to begin with. Don't rub it in, they'll start thinking that you're being serious. The stoner. What does that mean? Isn't he from the Remurian or Fontaine, whatever area? His principles are one thing, the stuff you write is another. By the way, Zeitland, which of the 5 Yaksha generals do you like the most? Your sister read these stories with you when you were younger, right? She said Ritra's was her favorite. We had already been pressed into a paper slip by the time she arrived, but she thought nothing of it and chatted us for a bit. I like Alatus. He seems really strong and resilient. Neither my sister or I could ever be as tough as he. Just a side note, how do we restore this place and rescue others? That's hardly a side note. It's a serious business. What are you up to tonight? You could have fooled Paimon with how much you're talking. I agree with Paimon. The thing that Dex touched is the key. Whenever space is manipulated, it leaves a residual trail on its own reversal. As for what it's called, we haven't given it a name yet. We'll have to come up with one, though it's going to be a pain to talk about. I think we should call it the Archaeology Stone. We're digging through deep mysteries to unlock them, so archaeology, but with a key. You completed the schoolwork you've held off for weeks, so pretty good. Awesome. Now, is there anything you've held off on gotcha games, though? I'm all hope key dope key. It's more fitting. At the end of the day, hope is what remains within. The two of us are doing all the heavy lifting. And Dex. The three of us. We've held off on like half of them. Oh, is it catch-up time now? I am so behind on Wuwa. Yeah, the three of us are doing all the heavy lifting, so we should get to name it. We'll call it the Restoration Corps. I don't really mind. Once this place is liberated, we probably won't ever have to see it again. I'd say it's best if nothing like it ever exists again. Fair enough. Since the three of us combined barely have the strength of any entry-level rookie soldier, we'll sit one out, or sit this one out. You've clearly overestimated yourself as a Remurian, just as you overestimated the average strength of an average Remurian soldier. The library entrance is right over there. With Dex's power, you should be able to find the hidden door in no time. You can return to the main hall. You'll be safe. That's where Astoria and Josephus are waiting. You guys get out of the way, out of harm's way. I'll act as our guide. And be careful, though. You haven't finished your novel yet, your fan fiction. We'll let everyone know we're safe, and then we'll come straight back. Please don't get turned into paper again. Alright, I assume it was the Restoration Corps.
Well, any good stuff in there?
And then the quest triggered. Alright, sweet. So we head deeper. Don't some viewpoints only come like when you've done the quest? Alright, we'll have to think about coming back.
Huh?
Now we already scouted for birds, but there's this thing. I wonder if it's like up there. No, that's where we came from. I see the book right there. Maybe up there.
Unions converge. Fire! Well, with rocks. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
That is a lot of... Well, was it crystallizing? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so... we grab that and then what? There's nothing to latch on. Alright, we'll have to come back here then. We grabbed something though. There's the Restoration Corps right there. The big red doors. What? We almost yeeted ourselves to death.
Go get it, maiden! Behold the dawn!
Watch out!
Alright, we got another one. There's a challenge. Alright, so the gateway has been opened. We grab the... Why isn't that showing though? One sec. Alright, let's go do the challenge real quick before we forget. Wait, what? Are we supposed to kill that thing? I assume? Keeper who prowls within the temple of space and time. Or space and can turn living creatures into sand. By constructing cover, you can avoid the keeper's line of sight. Approaching keepers from the back allows decks to seize their cores directly and deal massive damage. We're falling to our death. How do we get back up? I think we're failing this challenge, chat. Oh wait, we can go up that way. Oh wait, that was easy. We get them all at like once. Very nice. God gamer, exactly. Best Navia ever. User ever. Speaking of which, do I have good stats on my Navia? I re-artifacted her and did some lockbox off stream. We are rocking 85, 210, and 121 energy recharge. I think Iluga gives, what, 10% crit, so we're at 95. And then, what is it, 30, 240? Alright, where did we end up at? Do. Looks good, awesome. I could only get like 130 though. I was testing last night.
With rocks. Coming at ya.
You got this! Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Well, any good stuff in there?
Alright, I think we should go back. We're missing a core. I don't know if... Oh, there it is. Wait. There it is. Alright, I guess this must be for opening the restoration core.
Lumi, no! You can't eat that!
Yeah, sadly I think I was doing better when I had Farina. And I dropped Linnea. But it is like a C2 Farina, so that kind of makes sense. Hold edge and start folding. Dragging to the center line or edge may cause changes to the space. Hold to confirm and start folding. Am I not dragging? There we go. Good job, Dex. Alright, restoration core operations. Within the temple of space, you'll occasionally find cores that you cannot manipulate. If you flip through nearby pages to enter different dimensions, you might find the original forms. Alright. Alright, so he shows up there. Doesn't let us do any other edges. It's a random Sealy. Alright, let's see if we can guide the Sealy back. Before we grab Dex's thing.
Well, any good stuff in there?
Alright, we grab that. Don't think there's anything else. Although I do like the pink fan umbrella. Yo, this place is kind of trippy. I don't know which one this was, unfortunately. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so we're in B1. So is there a challenge?
You want to see my archive? Of course. I'm always happy to show off my masterpiece. I even did the illustrations.
Or is that like on a... I'm so lost. Alright. So yeah, I guess it's this thing. It's too early. No one has comments on the official Hoya website map.
Three moons converge. This one's got your name on it.
Behold, the dawn!
Go, Lumi!
It's my turn to make the comments. I should. Show my channel on every comment.
This is a pretty good haul. Lucky you.
So what is that thing? Book of Billions mini puzzle. I don't know if that's on a different level or not. Let's see. Yeah, it's gotta be on like an upper level. The complete arc. Within the template space, you'll sometimes find some special pages. By standing on them, you can command it to move in the corresponding direction. Once you step away, they'll go back to their original spot. Alright. So basically elevators. Alright, is this G? L1? We're in this weird area where it doesn't show up anywhere. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Dex save us. See, that's the elevator. We're missing the thing. It's not letting us grab onto this to flip it. Oh, there we go. We gotta be on this side. Oh, you could select different edges. Interesting.
Lumi is just too cute! But she does have a bad habit of swallowing any shiny thing she lays her eyes on.
It'd be cool if you could do, like, have to use different edges.
You might never see them again.
Oh, it's only half. Alright, what level are we at? This is such a confusing place. It's definitely not level 3. Level 1, maybe. We don't have to put it together ourselves, but we can't get there yet. Can't jump through that window. So that one opens the gate. What do the sides do? So the gate's still closed. Wait. Oh, we can do it halfway. Alright, looks like we may need a power source. Don't think we can squeeze under. Would it be a painting? Random paintings. Is that a power core? Might be. Alright, can we just like do that? Whoa, whoa. It was a trap.
Wayne. Fire! Well, with rocks.
Go get him, Aiden! Light compels you!
Die with the gemstone! Show 'em, Louie!
I keep forgetting we need to use Navia as the main DPS rather than Columbina in this team. I didn't know they were following us. Are you okay? That was a nasty fall. Scared, a little scared, but I'm fine now. Sorry I keep dragging you down. Well, I know I'm a dead weight. No one gave so much as a hoot about little old me. Poor guy. Well, I guess she grabbed him, but you weren't pulling us upwards. You were using me as a buffer. Paimon can fly. She wouldn't even have fallen if she wasn't trying to help you and me. Oh yeah, it's my fault for being so heavy, I guess. Zeitland smiled. We make a great team. Don't wind yourself up too uptight, Zeitland. Alright, where the heck did we fall to? Might be the unique enemy. That might be it.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Alright, so that's probably the way. But check out all of the sides. Alright, none of them make sense, so. Paimon feels so silly. It's like a mean merchant gave Paimon half a bed for free. Alright, these guys are still yapping, but we weren't paying attention. Alright, let's open the thing. This is a different library than we went to. Yeah, well, that might not be different. I wonder if we can go over on this side and change it. We can. Let's not do that right now. I think this is level 3. Well, it's definitely not level 2. Alright, level 3 it is. We think. Wait, it says we're on F2. That doesn't seem right. These are the letters we wrote each other, my sister and I. They must be really personal. Let's not look through them. It's no big deal, really, just family stuff. She was bored at the sanatorium and wrote them to pass the time. I wonder why she went to the sanatorium, though. She wrote about how the air was fresh, how there were old people everywhere, how comfortable it was in the mountains, so it was like an old person home. She said that she often went to the sanatorium graveyard to read the epitaphs. She wanted to learn the stories of those who never returned home, those who found their final rest upon the mountain instead. She wrote that the sanatorium itself was about to be demolished and she had to emerge from the shadow of the past. And then one day she wrote to me and said she was going somewhere far away and that I shouldn't worry. No way, your sister was really upbeat and talkative when she came here. Then I came to the temple beneath Windrest Peak and saw her gravestone, perched on a lonely mountain in a strange and distant land. Oh no, Paimon made you talk about the sad stuff again. Good job, Paimon. And she doesn't know how to comfort you either, sorry. You don't have to comfort me. The latter half of life is nothing but a series of farewells. It's like writing in the sand. One moment here, one moment scattered with the next. Apologies, I really didn't know. I never could have guessed that something like this would happen. When she arrived, the selection process for elevation was already a mess. Everyone was in low spirits. Time, which was already at a standstill, lost all meaning then. It turned into true nothingness. Her arrival brought a spark of life we hadn't seen in a long time. She was a truly good person. I'm sorry to say this, but I didn't ask for your names just now because I came with the intention of saying goodbye. I didn't plan on meeting anyone new because I didn't even want to say more goodbyes. We don't mind. What matters is that we know each other now, right? Going on adventures with lively people, it's not so bad. I never imagined I'd have a chance like this after growing up. That's exactly how your sister made us feel too. And now that we found what Zetland lost, we just have to fix the restoration core, right? Alright, continue to investigate the library. The precious chest, though. Maybe we're on level 1? Yeah, I think at least on the Hoyo map it might be level 1. I don't know, this place is so confusing. Let's just assume that's that. Oh, we got a memory factor from it. Okay. Alright, let's go here really quick. Mr. Grey Cat. Oh, we got a memory factor. It has a tiny little table and teapots too. Just a bunch of clocks in here. Meow. It's already time for the tea party, Meow. I wonder if they're lost. Oh, it's you, Miss Golden Traveler. You must be the chosen hero. Would you help me look for my friends? And who might your friends be? Oh, the two ladies who aren't here yet. One's a kitty that can talk just like me, but unlike me, she's an orange tabby. My other friend is a very polite lady poodle. A canine, true, but a most genteel one, nevertheless. Even though one of them's a cat and the other a dog, whenever we sit down for tea together, we always have a wonderful time. Please, for the peace of Meow-onopolis, lend me a paw, Meow. Will do. This is where we agreed to meet, but my friends still haven't arrived. Our chosen hero, would you mind helping me look around for them? Dex seems to be pointing at something. Are we still on L1? I think we are. Alright. Alright, so he's pointing to do this, so Dex must be helping us. Oh, there's the orange tabby. Out of curiosity. Alright. Meow. Your swordsmanship leaves quite the impression. My thanks to you, esteemed knight from lands afar. Those arrogant brutes won't be troubling my people's homes ever again. Now then, what brings you to my court? Your Majesty, allow me to report a matter to you. Ahem, someone sure came around fast. Guess you just mind the local ways when abroad. So we extend an invitation to the tea party. I understand, and you have my thanks, esteemed knights. I shall heed your wise counsel and set forth at once. Wait, is that the poodle? That is the poodle. Look, I don't. Is it wearing a wig, or is that its natural hair? All right, so we gotta go on the other side. Mm-hmm.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
There's an enemy there. How do we go to the poodle? I think we gotta come from the right. So maybe an elevator down here? We'll go check. Or we might need to flip that page back. I don't know.
Search. A moonlit night for all.
You got this.
Say hi! This one's got
That was bad. That was only one bullet. You know the sad thing? I was so hyped when we got Navia, and then we kind of replaced her pretty quickly and forgot all about her. Memory core somewhere. Alright, so we must be able to turn the page and get the memory core, but for now, let's talk to the poodle. Oof. What is it, Golden Traveler? Is there something I can help you with? On behalf of the Great Cat, we extend the invitation. Thank you. Woof. If I weren't so busy, I'd have gone to invite Miss Tabby myself. If I'd done that, perhaps Mr. Great Cat might have... Cat or dog, we're all capable of getting along in peace. Yes, we can. Anyway, I should head to the party now. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. Alright. Let's see. I wonder if it lets us do that upside down. No. Can we go halfway on it? Nope. Alright, it looks like there's only one way. So how... is it on a different level? Hmm. Alright, so where are the... oh, that's right, we gotta go to the right. You know, I thought we would, make good progress tonight, but the quests, I forget. They do take a while. Big or small. Everyone's finally here, Meow. Thanks to you, our happy tea party can finally begin. Why the long face, Miss Tabby? Oh, look, there's a spot. Maybe we can sit down. Have something sweet, and you'll find your spirits lifting in no time. Hmm. I still don't understand this layout, but we'll take the chest. Num 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 num. Everyone's finally here. Thanks to you, our happy tea party can finally begin. Oh, that's right. We already read about that. Let's get out of here. Go explore the library. Collect all 3 something. Why does everything keep moving? Oh, we could go upstairs. Really quick though, let's see. Anything else? I don't think so, so we'll go upstairs. We'll go up the elevator. Doesn't that seem like it should be something? Oh wait, book. Vera's Melancholy. Must be that thing.
Wait.
How are we getting a geo reaction just by doing Columbina's Hydro?
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
There's a Remoria thing up there. Wonder how we get that. Unless we flip the hall with a page or something. Or we climb. No, Columbina. Oh, we can just do that. That's a lot easier. So there's a big book. Where's the last restoration core? I believe it's hidden in this book. It's called The Tale of the Loch Knight Arany, Calcarius' translation of Aranis. It's more of a rewrite than a translation, though. Historia spoke very highly of it after his read. He said it captured the precise moment when realism collapsed into nominalism. I agree, Paimon. I have no idea what that means. Okay, anyway, do you have any idea how we can retrieve the restoration core? As I said before, we can use the power of the library to manifest scenes. The restoration core should be hidden in the book. You'll need to enter the book and go on an adventure. It's time for you to experience what it's like to be a paper person, eh? But I'm a 3D hero. If anything happens, Paimon and Dex will come save you. I guess we need Paimon's help. Actually, the restoration success might rest entirely with Miss Zeitland. What? Nani? Melanta has reviewed and tampered with this text. It's filled with a great deal of unwarranted malice. And I'm too familiar with both Arany and the original Aranis. My heart lacks the power to alter the scenes in time. Put another way, my perception of the story is irrevocably locked on its tragedy, but it must be rewritten to have a happy ending. We'll need Zeitland to neutralize every crisis that emerges in the text, then steer the plot towards a happy ending. Are you really going to put their safety in my hands? And you even want me to imagine good things out of the blue? I can't do it. I can't do anything right. That's right, we believe in you. Your pen will be the one that pierces the heavens and rewrites the book. We aren't just living, we're adventuring. Fortune favors the bold, you know. Heaven helps those who help themselves. Alright, I'll try. That's the spirit we need. Wonderland in a book. When adventuring, you can also call upon decks to change the story's direction. Drag matching anomalies within the story to fold space between them. Okay. Anything hiding around? There's a Remoria core. Is there like a flight thing? Alright, press L2 to expand the space to create a new space. Expand point to create new space. Move the right stick to select the fold point. View current target pages. Our cheetah received from the ferry something. Marcel the Knight cautioned our cheetah. She's going too fast. What are we supposed to do? What? Our cheetah boarded the ship, and so his adventure began. Hopefully there's not like bonus chests. Alright, looks like we got some enemies. The golems lay in wait by the wayside. Even the Midas heroes may fall. Jeez. Alright, we're not being able to read that. Looks like they can one-tap us. So we could close her. Didn't we need that red thing at the bottom? There was a Dex thing. Can we go back a page? That doesn't really help us. Why can't I go past it? Alright, that works. Aww. Wait, how did we trip the one on the right? No, I'm trying to... maybe we don't need to do that. I think it's still going to catch us though, right? Yeah. Okay, how do we fold that one up? Do we have to go to this point? We do. Or we can do that one. Oh, but we can't do this down. Okay. Well, that was a mistake. What if we have to catch like both of them at the same time? Oh, that would have been perfect right there. I brain farted. There we go. Ah, that was too slow. I was watching the cubes. Oh, it saved our folds from last time, though. That's kind of cool. Is that a waterfall up ahead? Zeitland, save us. We got saved by a star passage. Nice. Good job, Zeitland. It's been nice to be three-dimensional again. Thanks, Zeitland. No need. The stakes were much higher for you guys. Alright, liberate the chamber. So, we got this thing. Oh, over here. Hex, yeah. Got rid of all the corruption. Amazing. Melanta's control over this area will finally be broken. One more thing, Zeitland. What's the matter? I misspoke a moment ago. I'd like to correct myself. Living is a grand adventure and life is a long journey. I have held on for this long. Where are the good things I was supposed to find? Well, you met the Traveler, Paimon and me, and then you came here. It might be a complete mess at the moment, but to be chosen to come here and attain eternity is a 1 in a million chance. You said you wanted to stay here a while, right? What do you think? Would you like to stay? This is a good place. Everyone lives in harmony, and you're all wise and pure of heart. But we can talk about that later. Let's head back first. I wonder how Okikuni and Calcarius are doing. Oh, I guess they caught up. In terms of strength, you're at the very least an entry-level Legion commander. You say that, but even amongst the entry-level Legion commanders, you've got Golem constructs, arbiters, aspirant arbiters, and arbiter golem hybrids. You can't put them on the same tier. That guy is definitely a power gamer. You keep your mouth shut. The last restoration core has been hidden in your stupid novel this whole time. All I can think about right now is landing a fist in your face, which would probably be painful since he's stone. I'm ichorified. Your hand is the only thing that will hurt. That's exactly why I haven't used my Guhua hearts to hit you yet. Alright, let's see. That must be these three things. A page flying around up there, and someone's trapped on it. Let's grab and mark the chest first.
Did they run from home too?
I wonder what pools we're at. Ask for a minute to do some maintenance on something. Finally got some details on how he teamed up. What is this? A tourbillon device. The core component, something, something. Is this like a boss thing? Character level up material. It must be. I didn't do Fontaine, so I don't know like where this would come from, but it sounds like it would come from there. Alright, we got a whole 2 more pools. We are swimming in pools, chat. We're at like, what, 11? 10? Oh, not even that. We're at 8. Man. Linnea drained us, and then chasing Aluga Cons after drained us. Alright, there was someone trapped. Or something. But we can't get there. I guess we gotta climb some pages. Maybe we can float? Looks like someone from Natland. It's safe here. What is it, my golden friend? I'm just wondering if you were stuck up here. Thank you, but no, I'm not stuck. It's safe when I'm high up here. Here I won't get killed. She must be... Or is it Sumeru? Sumeru or Natland? I can't tell. Maybe Sumeru. Here it's high up and you can see far and wide, although that name definitely sounds Natlanese. Quetzal. Yeah, the tribe and stuff. In our capital, being on the ground is considered dangerous. Even if the great rulers above us don't decide to wipe us out on a whim, the other tribes will still come to plunder us. So maybe part of Knich's, the Spinach's tribe. Perching on the cliffs and in the trees like the Quetzals allows us to flee calamity before it strikes. Besides, Vindia says she wishes to see me fly. She wants to sing of riding a giant bird and a story of adventure. No, Vindia's a good person. Maybe even as good as the Lord of the Crossroads. They're both such kind people. But it's amazing just how you two flew all the way up here. This is for you. Consider it proof of our friendship. Now I must think about how we can fly even higher to stay out of danger's reach. Neither the great rulers, the sovereign lords, which are the dragons, right? Nor the conquerors who revel in flying are here. It is true, but I'm already used to having a means of escape wherever I am. Alright, another thing down. I wasn't expecting that. Why is there a glowy energy ball? Ah, okay. Start something. Wait, what? Oh, are we too slow in getting them? Huh. Or did we have to come back? Oh, these are different orbs. Guess we could call that the mini puzzle.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Oh, I didn't. Ooh, wait. What the heck? Looks like books are in the way. Are you looking for a book? Not really. We're just wondering, teensy beansy wit, about what's inside there. You can't go in there. I move the books and I move the books. If that is not so, then it is yet to be complete. I move the books. Can you move the books? Dreams, illusion, bubbles, and shadows. Why labor to grasp them? Even if you study the principles for 1,000 years, if you keep your mind completely still and unborn, you simply won't understand. So are you looking for a book? Have you ever been here before? What? Then I understand. When you need to sleep, sleep. When you need to understand, understand. You should head back now. When the world ends, just go with it. Did he need a book? Nothing over there. Alright, let's go see if we can... There was a book up there. I think. Vera's Melancholy. Oh, the fragment is up here. I was thinking it might be in, buried behind where the guy is standing. Maybe this will get him to open up. Then I understand. I don't understand, guy. I brought you a book. You know what, you bum? Oh, maybe I can just go from this side. Wait, why was there corruption? Weird. Alright, so we got that thing. Wait, we couldn't do it from the other side.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Alright, let's talk to the guy, see what he says now. Alright, you know what? Same stuff. If I could, I would slap you, old man. Wait. What the? Could we have gone down this way in the first place? Hmm. No, it was right there. Alright, we climb back up and we have to do the jumps. It'd be so much easier if we switched to the Natland crew. The things we do for map grinding. I'm trying to do 100%. Alright, a couple more things. Alright. We got this thing. Wait, why did it disappear on us? I got transported. Okay. So apparently there's another geo thing. What? That friggin' troll. The troll. I think we have a TP point at the top there. Ooh, I wonder if there's something up there. Wait, Dex is here. For Agaria's sake. Vindy, I'm never going to get this done, not at this rate. Can't you go pester Calcarius or Cleland? Dr. Lemuel pretended to be a citizen of Mondstadt and got an audience with the Shogun of Inazuma. With her help, the doctor secured a spot on one of the Yashiro Commission ships and returned to Dornman Port. Dang it, this whole segment has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the plot. The only usable part of this idea is summoning the spirits of the dead heroes into Inazuma and having them beat each other to death. Just take this and go host more tea parties with Hilda, alright? Alright, I guess we bugged the crap out of him. That must be the mini puzzle. Yeah.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
We could open that thing, and then we gotta transfer that, I guess, somehow. Oh, maybe we gotta open the door here, and then we could bring it to the carpet. Or do that. That works. Can we whack it? Is that like a carrion cart? Oh, I guess it is. Alright. Hmm. What do I do with you? Unless we gotta fit the cube in you somehow. So we can't select this thing anymore. Alright. I guess it sucks it up. And we got, okay, we got the 2 geocubes. Or whatever in there. Eternal cube display. So we must be back on level 2.
Quick, let's pack it up.
These things are still corrupted, unless that's Melanta or whatever. Grab that. Defeat 7 slimes that emerge from the pages within 60 seconds. Alright, Linnea. Oh my goodness. It's not your time to shine. I wonder if we could stop it whenever we want. Yeah.
So shiny. Lumi, no! You can't eat that!
Alright, so we got everything from level 3. We got everything from level 2. Level 1 is all done. And I guess there's something on the ground
You wanna see my
floor?
archive?
Maybe?
Of course. I'm always happy to
Book
show off
of
my
Billions.
masterpiece.
Did we get that book?
I even did the illustrations.
We got something of Billions. And maybe a time trial challenge. Huh. Hmm. She was once a queen, but now she's a fairy tale writer. Alright, missing a challenge and some other stuff. I can't open that area. Oh, there it is. Collect 39 particles. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so we need a puzzle in the Book of Billions, but like I said, I don't know if we got that or not. Let's see. That's the Inazuma. Wait, the empty Inazuma. Hmm.
Lumi is just too cute. But she does
Wait, it
have
shows a
bad
chest
habit of
though.
swallowing any shiny thing she lays her eyes on. So keep your valuables well away or you might never see them again.
Is that what this was? Hmm.
Well, any good stuff in there?
We got a memory factor. I said a good book is worth reading. So the Book of Billions. Is that in our like thing? Our inventory? I don't even know like how we would look it up. Tell me, game, what is the Book of Billions? We got a segment domain control module. Let's see, there's no Sealy. Maybe I'll flip this page. Oh, but wait, if we flip it... then we could do a different edge. Is that the same? So the one on the right... okay, yeah, there's only one solution here. So the sides are useless. We have 2 Sakura rooms. I guess we check both.
Of course. I'm always happy to show off my masterpiece. I even did the illustrations.
Wait, why is that not working now? Alright, we do that. I won't let us do any other one. I could have swore we had 2 different Sakura options. Or maybe it was... nah.
Lumi is just too cute. But she does have a bad habit of swallowing any shiny thing she lays her eyes
Alright, maybe I
on.
was just imagining it.
So keep your valuables well away or you might never see them again.
It said a good book was something, though. I wonder what the difference is between those two. Exit. Alright, well, I guess... unless we figure out otherwise, we assume we got the book. Book of Billions. Is there... where does it put lore? Archive? Oh no. Oh no, I don't know if we should do this. Alright, filter. I don't know if this is the thing we're looking for, though. Crap, I meant to go to Travelog.
Of course. I'm always happy to show off my masterpiece.
Alright, we'll take a last peek in our inventory. Where would it be? This thing? Maybe we could search for it. I'll go see if that pops up or anything. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do a quick Google search. 1 second. Genshin Book of Millions.
Lumia's just too cute.
It brings up nothing. We're gonna have to wait. Or we could try a different Genshin map, see if there's a comment there. I think, what is it? The Genshin Impact map, which is the Genshin Impact map app sample, might have more information, so let's see. Temple of Space. Clear all. And we want to look for book. I can't read. Vera's Melancholy, which is not what we're looking for.
If you ask me what's the one place you should visit in
Vera's
Navia,
Melancholy, another one?
You know I'm biased, but seriously, you should give it a try. Katya's cooking will not disappoint you.
Oh, there we go. Book of Billions. Alright, what the heck? So we can remove everything else. Sealy in Japan. Flip open the page to where the key was? What? Follow the Sealy in the room to the statue. Book of Billions.
Well away, or you might never see them again.
Oh, when I click on Book of Billions, it said comments are not supported for this marker, so maybe it was a quest thing we picked up automatically. I'm not sure, but I think we got it, so we'll keep on keeping on. And my map crashed. Give me 1 sec. Hmm. Alright, anyways. Alright. Let's go back out. Historia, you're here too. That's right. Calcarius said you stepped in at the M chamber. I suspect everything will fall into place from here on out. That's too honest from you, Buster. Paimon's blushing already. Zeitland, have you found what you've lost this time? I have. Speaking of which, I'm here for my own reasons too. That's true. Since you came up here, you've done nothing but run around on my account. I don't understand what the Watcher of Nothingness was saying, but I can tell that there's something in this place that matters to you. We've been a massive help. To hold up my end of the bargain, do tell me, what is it that you need? You tell historian Zeitland about your experiences and what Nihilita said. You ask if there are any traces of your brother here. The story you speak of is simply incredible. If this were back in my academy days, I would have mulled over it for at least a half a day before giving you an answer, just to prove I was taking you seriously. It's true that I've been here for longer than anyone else, and I have witnessed all that has transpired. Unfortunately, the highest point of the temple, the atrium of suchness, is where gods and watchers dwell. It's said that certain hidden truths are kept within its walls, but hardly anyone is brave enough to set foot up there. Are you saying it's so high that even the most fearless would get scared? Only those who choose to abandon all their memories are permitted to enter that hall. To seek an audience with the master of the temple is to seek answers and closure. It follows then that all memories that one gathers here shall be wiped away. One must construct the path to the heavens with their own memories and wisdom. Only then can they encounter the sacred beyond. But memories aren't even solid. How are you supposed to build a path to the heavens with them? Such is the nature of this place. The divine power of the gods can weave emptiness and reality into one another. Here, mere vacuum is not perceived as nothingness. In the eyes of that being, it is a state that can be filled with the space of a single thought. Only in nothingness where even meaning does not exist. Only that is the place beyond the reach of gods. And I suspect that the path to the heavens should be similar to the half-real, half-illusory scenes that you saw in the library. I'm just a coward at heart, after all. I never dared to make the climb. I simply don't have the courage to cast aside my responsibilities. I am one who lived to witness what came before and who continues to learn of what follows from those who come after. I am but a vessel for my precious memories. Even if there's no hope of their ever returning to the surface, every lost civilization will live on in my memory. Are gods really that horrid to design such a cruel choice for someone to make? Some are good, some are bad. Take the ones who kidnapped our brother, for instance. Totally bad. Perhaps it's the opposite. The god who designed the path to the heavens was not the mistress of the temple. You see, if you intend to leave this place, you simply cannot take its history, secrets, or knowledge with you. The way I see it, the description of using your memories to construct the path to the heavens is too emotionally charged. Your memories are supposed to be wiped the moment you return to the mortal realm, but before that happens, people here have the right to look back upon all that they have ever been, all they have ever owned, and the path that results from both. Hold on, let's see if Paimon got it all. It looks like we've made a rule that says you can read a book, but you have to chuck it in a fire the second you're done. But just as it all burns to a crisp, you find out the book has an epilogue and an afterword, where you get to look back at all the best parts. And then in the end, nothing's left of the story. Only the feelings and impressions stay with you. Spot on, a perfect read. That sounds pretty bad. You've got a real knack for analogies. Reminds me of one of my students, in fact. He went to Delphi Pytho. I have no idea what it's called now after he survived the war. His name was Abrax, and while I've asked many people, no one has ever found his name in historical records. Alright, so how do we get up there? Our memories are too important to forget. And as for Paimon, well, she hasn't clashed so hard with us as to need a total reset. You don't have to worry. Once we've rescued everyone, I'll help you with this. Actually, I figured out how the path to the heavens works. The seat of the god has been left empty, so the rules have begun to falter. As such, a section of the corridor of nothingnesses previous path to the heavens was preserved. Milanta's fury destroyed half of it, but the remaining half, the stairway to heaven, is still vaguely visible. This means that the stairway can be used by others, we just have to make it whole again. Don't get the wrong idea. As I've said before, I'm a coward, burdened with too much memory, yet too scared to even die. Alright, that one is complete. Oh, there's a chest up there. How did we miss that thing? Alright, we gotta remember it's there. Go here. There should be a thing. There is a thing. Nice. Oh, maybe we go in and come out this way. Or maybe. Nope. Alright, I think we gotta go back and fly across. I wonder if this could be a trap. Well, not the common chest, I guess.
Lumi, no! You can't eat that!
I wonder what that is. Like a bookmark or something?
A new moon rises.
Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Go, Lumi!
Wait, really? Let's try that again. Oh, we get different monsters this time?
Fire! Well, with
Alright, I guess we do it one more time. Who's this guy? New guy. I was once language itself. Now I'm reduced to a shattered subject of illusion, returning once more to this imperfect symbol. A weirdo saying weird things just popped out of a weird book. Weird is an imprecise term. It implies a unique entity that cannot be described, written, or characterized. I clearly do not fit that definition. I was merely attempting to find an entry point to reality within these pages, only to slip into an inadvertent, infinite deferral of metaphors. I have become a reminder that defies symbolization. It's thanks to your intervention that the tyranny of language has been stripped from me. Now I can finally begin to misrecognize myself once again. I accidentally tumbled onto the pages and got stuck. Thanks for pulling me out. You could have said that from the beginning. What the... Huh. Can we fall out? Okay. This is a cool area. Oh yeah, this is where we got out and gotten that thing. Alright, I think we got everything. Didn't we have this thing? Did not detect any treasure, so... Alright, let's go back. Hopefully we don't trigger a quest. I want to go to this thing and turn in all of our stuff. So we got like 50. So we could do a free pool today. See what we get. So I guess we need to get to level 5 and 10 to upgrade the compass.
I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Alright. Free pool, free pool. And nothing. We already did our dailies. We don't have to worry about that. What does this guy offer? Perform emberic reconstruction. We don't have enough embers at our central hub. If we could gather enough, we could construct various objects. Okay. Well then. So we pretty much have everything from here. We're only missing maybe one puzzle. But when we show on layer exploration, it doesn't show up, so we might have to get the compass to see what's going on with that. Oh wait, there was some other stuff we could grab. We were missing a chest that was up at the top. And I think there's a viewpoint now that we finished the quest.
Behold, the dawn!
Dumb, Louie! Watch out!
Alright, we got that.
Stroke of good luck.
There's a core. Oh, that was just mint. Mint is truly a weed. It even grows here in the Temple of Space. Oh, that's right. We never figured out how to do these things. Somehow we need to drag. What is that? Hydro or dendro cores? Is there lower levels we can go to? I assume there must be. Well, they say assumptions make an ass out of you and me, so never mind. There's still that red stuff. Maybe we can do something with that. Oh, yeah, okay. Something. Alright, so now we have this thing. We see some dendro stuff. We can go up to the top. Alright, Alright, so that's how we get the Memoria core, or memory core. Alright, so now we can go here. Alright, so now we got the cubes. Alright, this thing's gonna come in and get hungry. Hungry hippo and grab all of them. Let's see if we can ride it. No? Alright, so we got all 3 cubes. Not what we wanted. Let's try that again. Alright, so we unlock that. Still can't ride it. Uh-oh, did we bug ourselves? Never mind, Navia is shimmying out. She's doing the shimmy. Alright, sweet. So, might be one more chest. Like a Mora chest. Doesn't really count, but we still get it. Alright, so it should be on the edge. Oh, there it is. Literally, like, glowing right there. Alright, I think we're done with this area. Oh, there's the viewpoint we could actually get. Then I'll say we're done. Unless you need to do the whole quest. But now it showed up. Alright, did we get the thing? I don't know if we got the Remoria core that was here. Oh, wait, no, it's showing. It must be lower. We hope. Okay, maybe it's higher. Let's see. See if we can see it. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's try that again. Here's a challenge over there. Oh, it's gonna be close. Alright, open the chest in 35 seconds. Easy. Oh, it's farther than I thought. Never mind. Still easy.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Alright, so we still have a lot of the centralized zone. We gotta go up top to the Desert Pavilion. And the Lu Yang Academy. After that, we'll actually, yeah, we'll pretty much be done. I wonder if we did more exploration, if we get another reward.
I do love.
We still gotta do this so we can max out Linnea. Wow. No, we're not close. We're 3% close. Then we gotta finish 80% and do this. And then we gotta go back and finish the last 20% in the Nod Cry zone. And then besides Fontaine and Sumeru, which are piggy banks, we'll be pretty much caught up. Is there any events we gotta do?
Sula's logo.
Nope, not really.
It was designed
Alright,
by
like I said, we did our dailies. Alright, so to end the stream, let's go to... Is there any way we could give Anefa's Abad to Linnea, but I don't want to do that. We could, well, she's already on Silken. I know I'm kind of lazy, because when we try her in the, you know what? Let's try that team. I'm not sure how much she's going to contribute. But let's try our Columbina, Llama, Anefa, Linnea team. Unable to enter. Co-op mode is currently disabled. What? Oh, maybe it's because I'm in a special zone? Let's teleport out to Mondstadt then. Alright, our Linnea, not Linnea, I keep getting her name confused with the Woo-Wah character. Linnea, or Linnea, it does not have a good set. She should be, well no, she's wearing Silken Moon, and Effa has a bod. Llama has Deepwood. I guess we're alright. Where is Linnea? There she is.
Commencing task.
Three moons converge.
By the Frostmen of old.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Ultimatum protocol.
Like, if we could do the dodge cancels, our DPS would go up, but on console, it is kind of hard.
Installation chamber deployed.
Yeah, you like
That's a DPS loss right there.
flow. Three moons converge.
With one heart, we pray.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
I don't know if I need more energy regen or what on Linnea.
Wane, a moonlit night for all.
Receive my blessing for the everlasting forest.
Installation chamber.
Surge. A new moon
lush as the moon.
Preparing for dust up.
Go, Lumi!
With one heart, we pray.
Yeah, it's alright. So 160 with Linnea. Can you switch teams without having to get out of the lobby every time? I wonder. Alright, let's throw in Ino.
Yay! Playtime! A moonlit night for all.
Forest, protect us. For the everlasting.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Look, a rainbow! She Wade, a new moon rises.
Oh, we swapped out. I messed up.
One heart, we pray.
Defensive mode engaged.
Lash attack! Three moons converge.
For the everlasting forest.
Ding dong, water bomb! A new moon rises.
Branch into song.
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
Lash attack!
By the frost moon of old.
So we can get up to like 190. Almost 200. If we could dash cancel, we could probably do better. Yeah, we don't dash cancel any of her charged attacks. Oh, that's sad. Our C6 Ino is better than Linnea. Maybe with a better set, Linnea could help. We were chasing Ino and Aluga Cons, and we pulled Linnea. I mean, it is cool. She does enable some teams. I feel like to get max value, though, we gotta get Zabai. It is cool, though. We did manage to get C6 Ino. We went from like C2 to C6, and then Aluga, we went from C0 to C6. I don't even know. Does Ino need to be geared? I don't think she even needs to be skilled or geared. Let's take a look at what she's using. Oh yeah, we could go back and try the Navia team too. But our Ino is rocking. I mean, she could be higher for Elemental Mastery. I think she shares it. We have the weapon. That could be higher for Elemental Mastery. Her artifacts seem kind of blah. She is on Silken Moon, though. I don't know if it's better to switch Llama to Silken Moon and then have Ino on Deepwood. That piece is decent. That one's alright. That one's leveled. This one's not leveled. It's defense randomly. What the heck? And then HP on this one. Not even leveled. So Ino could be better. Let's see what gear she needs. Element or energy regen, crit rate, elemental mastery. So she wants EM if she triggers Bloom, or both EM and crit if she deals Lunar Charge, which in this team she kind of does both. So it'd be like Elemental Mastery and crit, rather than crit attack percentage. With her weapon, she can burst like every time. We don't have to worry about that. Mainly played as support whose talent damage contributes little, so leveling her talents can be skipped. Level 90 is only significant in Nilu Bloom. Aino's talents do not need leveling. So what exactly does she share? She has off-field hydro application, increases moon sign level. Let's see, Constellation 6. So she applies hydro, bigger AoE, more effective hydro applicator. Burst damage increases based on our EM, which doesn't really matter. When Aino's off field, her burst deals a coordinated attack when the active character hits the enemy. And C6. After she bursts, she gives team reaction buffs based on the team's moon sign. Increases Lunar stuff by 35% and then 15% if she's the only Nod Cry. So yeah, it's hard to beat that. I guess she doesn't really need much. Let's see. Llama's artifacts are kind of bleh. Could be better. What is Llama? What does Llama need? Does, like, her damage contributes towards Columbina. How important are her stats? Energy regen, elemental mastery, crit. Elemental mastery is the most important stat. Increases her damage and buffs to bloom related damage. Crit increases her skill and lunar bloom damage. Isn't there a thing where if there's a non-nod cry thing, something can crit? And maybe it's in the talent? Alright, so Nascent Gleam. What the what the heck are the difference? Let's see. Genshin Gleam. So Nascent Gleam is when all characters in the party gain. Okay. When the party reaches Moonsign Ascendant Gleam, Moonsign characters will be enhanced. Non-Moonsign characters can also provide buffs. It doesn't say what the nascent gleam is, though. So, bloom reactions don't crit at all. This really destroys your versatility. You can play her solo. But if you play her with other Nodcry, she gets Ascendant. I don't even know why we went off on this tangent. Alright, anyways. So she does need better artifacts. Maybe a little more energy regen. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. Solo Dendro, she needs 155 to 210. And she is sitting at a whopping... actually, it's not so bad. 200%. Okay, never mind. If we could squeeze some more energy regen, that'd be awesome, but... So, oh, that's right. We were going on an Ascending Gleam, so we can't crit, right? All nearby party members, Lunar Bloom, crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. So, can we crit? Alright, hold on a sec. Llama, Ascendant, Gleam, crit. Her Ascendant Gleam buff has a fixed 15% crit rate, doesn't scale off. It does not scale off with her crit rate. Her Ascendant Gleam buff has a fixed 15%. It does not scale off with her crit rate. The only thing it does is for her E damage. Someone says if your llama's C6, crit circlet, if not full elemental mastery. I don't know. So, elemental mastery. Let's see. So, this could be better. Actually, we do have full 3 leveled pieces. It's not the worst. Actually, she is pretty decent, isn't she? We could use some energy regen on Anefa, though. She's got, like, none on any of her pieces, from what I can tell. Yeah. She needs some help. She needs some love. Alright, so let's go try. Like I said, this team's pretty bad. We should switch Aluga to something else, and the Linnea as well. Let's see what we can get with Columbina and the Geo team. So we were kind of at like 200,000 with Columbina. And this team, yeah, I guess there's no beating Ino. All right, so Geo. Let's see, Aluga, Linnea, Navia.
I won't let you down.
I know nothing about Geo teams, so we're just kind of going in order of what we think should be buffed, or how the buff should go.
A moonlit night for all.
Be gone, shadow of darkness! All the light shines bright.
Come say hi! Like it or lump it!
Sacrificial bow reset. There we go. Probably should have did the bullets before we did the burst.
Coming at ya! Three moons converge.
Behold, the dawn! Go get him, Aiden!
Come say hi! Attack! Coming at ya! Coming at ya! Surge. A new moon rises.
Be gone, shadow of darkness! All the light shines bright.
Go, Lumi! Coming at ya! A proper send-off from the Stina with love.
Man, this is kind of rough.
Coming at ya!
I might be staying too long on what's her face.
Light compels you! Go get him, Aiden!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Watch out! Heave it! Three moons converge.
Behold, the dawn! You got this!
Come say hi! Fire! Well, with rocks. Hey there! Surge. A moonlit night for all.
Light compels you! Go get him, Aiden!
Coming at ya! Attack! That's the way. This one's got your name on it.
I mean, it's a super long rotation, though. Let's see. Let's try again.
A new moon rises.
Behold, the dawn!
Go, Lumi! Watch out! Attack! That's the way. Coming at ya! Haha! Wayne, a moonlit night for all.
Be gone, shadow of darkness! You got this!
Show 'em, Lumi! Fire! Well, watch out! Coming at ya!
No, without the double hydro. Our energy is scuffed. How many more energy regen on her?
Light compels you! All the light shines...
Go, Lumi! Fire! Well, watch out!
I mean, we're at like 115, so we'll say 115, 120. Around the 1 minute mark. Will that be enough to beat the Gecko, though? That is the issue. But by running this team, we kind of go from like 200,000 to lower. We do have room for improvements on Linnea and what's his face, Aluga. Especially Aluga, we could max out his talents. I guess yeah, Linnea needs help too. We could max out the guy, the Lumi. That'd help a little bit. Healing is whatever, unless we're running Farina. So Linnea on Abad, because we have 2 Silken Moons. Silken Moon on Aluga. What would Columbina run? Honestly, we could actually buff this further. Because she's not main DPS, we could switch her to Tales of the Dragon to buff Navia. His talents we could take up, especially his burst. Linnea, obviously this. We need to probably crown Lumi. So Linnea summons Lumi to strike in superpower form. I wonder if we do skill the super smash, do the ult so it comes out of, it doesn't go into normal power. Standard power form. So you do the smash, you do the ult so it comes back in superpower form. Or is it, I don't know if it continues or not. If it's already summoned, will it change from standard form to superpower form? Can we test that? Let's see.
Really want...
I can't tell what its forms are. Does it have... What does a normal form look like? Alright, you can go away, Lumi. Alright, so that's like normal superpower form. It has a glowy star. So what happens when we feed it? It's the moon crack. Whoa, why couldn't I burst there? I was spamming the, or not the burst, sorry, skill. I was spamming the skill button, I thought. Alright, we gotta wait another, like, 15 seconds now. Unless we can summon it right now. Let's see. So it doesn't have a glowing star. Unfortunately, we don't have our burst now. Let's see, where can we go fight something?
You got this. Be gone, shadow of darkness.
Watch out!
Surge.
Alright, so what we want to test. We want to... Oh my goodness, Lumi. What a murder hobo. Alright, so superpower form is... that. So we're going to do the smash. And then do the ult. Okay, it's drained. Nope, it stays drained. Oh, that's sad. So yeah, her ult is pretty much useless for testing purposes. Alright, so what does this do? Increases elemental mastery by 80. When the equipping character is off field, the direction damage is increased by 20%. And then Silken Moon. Increases all party members' elemental. So yeah, since Lumi does the damage, we want her on Abad. And there's no Anefa. I guess ideally... Let's see. Abad on Linnea. Navia has her own set. Silken Moon could be... I guess Columbina. And then Instructor on what's-his-face. I don't know if we have any good Instructor pieces, honestly. Tames buffs, attack increase by 14% for each party member. Why would we give Knight of the Sky to him? Yeah, that's weird. Wanderer's Troop. 4-piece increases... what? We are on Aluga, right? We are. So, well, we need to max out his elemental mastery, right? So these pieces would have to be EM. Right? That's what we want for this guy? One sec. Instructor is an alternative to Silken Moon, but it shares the same buff limitations. Can only be triggered while he's on field. However, its 4-star stat line limits his EM scaling. Usually appears on a Luga or another teammate in teams with Zabai. How much EM do we have to hit? Doesn't really say. But EM, EM, EM. EM or crit rate. Energy regen, elemental mastery, elemental regen, double geo, triple geo. So anywhere from 125 to 185. And then elemental mastery above all. I don't know. Let's see if we can build this up. He doesn't even have like any good set or pieces anyway of Silken Moon right now. Defense. Does he like defense? I guess defense comes after crit. Let's see what that other stat was on this piece. Yeah, that one's flat defense, so yeah. We like this piece. Attack, ew. Energy recharge, alright. Prefer crit rate, but alright, not a bad piece. Oh, we don't have any EM instructors. Probably use that then. Oof. Maybe. Not what you want to see. But that's not bad right there. That seems like a good, kind of decent piece. Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge, and then we prefer the crits, but defense will do just fine. Let's see, Energy Recharge, crit damage. Hmm. Alright, there's a good three-piecer. Okay, EM. Energy Recharge. That one sucked, but alright. Take that. Let's see if we can get lucky with these flowers. Definitely not that piece. Alright, we don't like any of these. Let's see what we get with this. EM, please? No? Alright. So we'll just take this one for now. So we got 4-piece, and then we can grab a random. As long as it's EM. That one's not terrible. That is like a ton of crit rate, though. Oh my goodness. Sure, we take that. Problem is, she should still be on a bod. Now we have no Silken Moon user. Alright, let's lock all of his pieces really quick. Alright, so ideally we would go... but then we have to change Columbina. I'm kind of lazy. Do we have any good Abad pieces? That one wouldn't be maybe so bad. Energy recharge. Oh, that's defense though. She actually has a pretty decent couple decent pieces, alright pieces. I don't want to switch up my Columbina. Alright, let's throw this guy back on Wait, what? I've never used this before. Alright. Anyways. Let's throw... Alright, it's back to Silken Moon. He could keep the goblet's kind of meh. What frickin' piece was he using before? It was all EM, right? There's only like one EM piece. Alright, never mind. I guess he must have been using that. Although it says he could use crit rate. Maybe we were using this one. Alright. You can keep that. All right, let's really quick do a see what this team's like. I really wish they had like artifact loadouts. I think people have been asking for that for a while though. Hmm. Wait, we just rocked this thing. We already said it was like a 120. Why are we back here? I don't even know. It's too late for me. I should go to bed. It's about 1:20 in the morning. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Genshin Grons or whatever. Having a good, what is it, Friday morning? And yeah, catch you all on the next one. Peace.